Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashlyn. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today I want to talk about don't give up. Don't give up. Whatever you do, don't give up. Whew. This one is um one of those topics that I just really feel is really important because I find that a lot of times when we are really wanting something, the easiest thing to do is to give up when things get hard, to give up when things get tough, to give up when the doors are closed. Every time one door opens, it just seems like it gets closed. Or when people say no, or if somebody doesn't believe in your vision, or if somebody doesn't support what you're doing, it's so easy to give up. And I feel like taking the easy route is what most people do. So the people who never gave up and that were clear on what they wanted and they knew what was in their heart and they did not let the naysayers, the haters, the negativity, the no's, the doors getting closed in their face stop them, are the ones who usually succeed. So this kind of went into a different direction than I was planning to go before, but that's something that just really resonates with me. Like, don't give up. If you have a dream, if you have a vision, if you have a goal, I don't care if it's really small. It could be the simplest thing. Don't give up on what that is. Don't allow yourself to think negatively or think that what you want and where you want to go won't happen because of X, Y, and Z. Because usually it's kind of elusive. Sometimes things get in our way and it's not even real. It's only real if you allow it to be. Because you know who you are, you know what your vision is, and it only becomes real of what somebody has said negatively about you is if you allow it to become real. And it's really up to you to kind of keep your focus and know where you are, know where you stand, and know what you want, and know what's in your heart, and to really block out anything that doesn't align with that. So I wrote down some more notes about don't give up. And I said the number one thing is to be clear on what you want. Be clear on what you want, because when you can see your vision so clearly, you can see yourself already where you want to be. You can see yourself already achieving what it is that you know is in your heart. You can see yourself already there. It's done. And that is probably one of the hardest things about achieving or getting where we want to go in life, is knowing that if you see it and believe it, that it's done. And you don't have to know how you're going to get there. You don't have to let, because your mom doesn't support you, or because your dad doesn't support you, or because your best friend said something negative about your hair or whatever, discourage you from moving forward. Because sometimes, I want to say this piece, when you are having a vision or a goal or whatever it is that you want to achieve for yourself and for your life, that vision or goal is not going to be seen by your friend or your partner or whoever. That vision is only for you to see. You saw it, not them. So it's almost like painting a picture. If I have in my mind what the picture is going to look like, you can't tell me from sitting on the sideline of what it'll look like, because you don't know. It's within myself. So because the vision or the dream or the goal was given to you, that means it's for you. Don't give up on it. Don't let what somebody else has to say interject into your painting or interject into your vision. And when you're clear on what you want, you already can see it. You already can see it. Like, I feel like that's the best thing. So you don't really, anything that somebody has to say, it doesn't really matter, because you're clear. You know what you want. You already see it and it's done. And then I also wrote, keep taking action until you get the results you want. Action doesn't have to always be physical, because we think that, because sometimes you can be working so hard on something. Like, I met this lady and she was telling me how she is just been going to the gym every day. She eats healthy and she's still gaining weight. I don't really know how or what's going on, but this is what she was saying. And I feel like your goal may not, if you're doing everything physical, you're doing all the action that you can on the physical level, it may not be, that may not even be the problem. So action doesn't always have to be physical. Because for instance, if you're trying to, like when you go to school because you're trying to maybe get your PhD or whatever, that there is the physical action, and there's also mental action, and there's studying and other things that you have to put in that's not necessarily physical. It can be spiritual. It can be laying in your bed and calming your mind and just visualizing. That's still action. And just seeing yourself already having what you want, already achieving that goal, already being where you want to be. So action, don't just always think of it as I got to get up and I got to go, da da da, because it's more than just that. Sometimes it is that, and then other times it may be something else. It may be that mixed with other things, you know, or maybe you need to do different actions in order to get that result. And then I wrote, yep, it could be reading, praying, or just tuning in so that you can, sometimes if you sit quiet with your vision, sit quiet with your vision, sit quiet with your goal and sit with it and ask your vision or ask your goal, what else does it need, or what can I do next, or what can I try different? Especially, this is what I'm speaking for right now to people who haven't given up and they've given it everything for like years, they feel like, but they can't figure out, you know, what's going on and why hasn't everything gone the way that I want it to, or why am I still struggling with this, and why am I not where I want to be? And I think sometimes you may have to sit quiet and tune into, maybe the time isn't right, maybe you're not ready. You know, maybe you need to study more. Maybe you need to perfect something or just tweak one little thing. Maybe you need to stop doubting yourself because you're going forward in action of what you want, but at the same time, deep down, you don't even believe that it'll happen. You don't even believe that it's possible. You think it's stupid. You think like, oh, I'm going after this, but it probably won't work out. Really deep down, because you may not even fully believe in yourself. You may not even fully believe in what you're doing or what you're trying to achieve. So life can be real tricky like that. Goals can be real tricky like that. When you're going to the next level on something, when you're going to the next level on something you want to do, it can be real tricky because, like they say, new level, new devil. And a devil doesn't have to be bad. A devil could just be another level up where you have to think differently. You got to be a whole different person now than you were or than you currently are to achieve that goal. So I think an important thing when it comes to your dream, your vision, your goal is to really really like pinpoint it, meaning like bullseye target that thing and know that it's yours. And then not only that, look at it, but also be able to pick it apart and sit with it and see what it is that you need to do, what it is that you need. It's almost like having a baby, having a new child. This child, you got to get to know. You got to learn about them, know what it likes and what it doesn't like. When a person becomes a new parent, their whole life is about this child. Their whole existence revolves around this baby and it revolves around this child. And their whole understanding of things has to change because they have to now fit with this child. So it's kind of similar to that when it comes to your goal or your vision or whatever that you want to achieve. And we all can do whatever we want to do. And you don't have that vision or goal in mind in vain. Know that it's there and it keeps poking at you for a reason. So don't give up. Keep going. Find different ways or different angles you can come toward it if it's just not really working and panning out for you. But whatever you do, don't give up and just keep going, because even when you think the little things that you're doing is not making a difference or it's not getting anywhere, and I'm saying this from personal experience because I know how that feels, keep going. Peace.